upstage, and Nate delivers his first line. And when you're on stage, you can hear when a line hasn't been picked up by a mic. You're just like, oh, okay, cool, I guess we've missed a cue there or something. And I turn around, and Nate hasn't got the microphone on his head. And I was like, what? Honestly, my head was like, how are we going to get through this scene? But we did, because I saw it dawn on Nate's face. He just went from the Winter Garden to the RSC and just started projecting for all he was just screaming the lines out. So I think it was fine, but it was very much me on mic, and then Nate just like in the opera house, just like screaming it out. We got through the scene. He was shaving and got it caught underneath his...
McFly!
Yeah, exactly. Hey, McFly! And I was like, yes. Yeah, we got through the scene, but he got it caught underneath his top when he was shaving, and then forgot to put it back on.
So great.
Yeah.
So great. Probably my favorite. There's a couple favorites I have, but the one I'll tell is there was a moment when Doc's lab comes in from both sides of the stage in two different pieces, two different halves. And one night, one of those halves didn't come out. And unfortunately, there are props. We could have ignored it, but we knew the scene was heading to a place where we needed to access a prop that was on the other half of the set. So unfortunately, we walked into the scene and we just had to acknowledge it because we knew the scene was not going to continue without it. And I just walked in. I go, Doc, what? I can't believe you're here. And then we both looked at me. And I went, where's your house, man? And then he goes, oh, they're still moving it in. It's still taking a while. And then finally it comes on. And then he goes, oh, the movers, they're great. They're so fast. And then we're just watching it. He's like, this way. And it's being wheeled in. And then finally it lands. And then we just look at each other. We go, from the top? And he goes, yeah, from the top. So I go back out of the lab, and then we come back and we do the scene again. So I love that one.
And the audience goes wild.
Oh yeah. It's great.